The following is an exclusive presentation of Ravens Productions.
Coming up on this week's edition of Ravens Report, the Ravens are 5-1 at the bye week. We sit down with veteran cornerback Jimmy Smith. The Ravens support a crucial catch in the battle against cancer. Plus, Matthew Judon and Hollywood Brown are mic'd up on Ravens Wired. All of that and more on this week's Ravens Report.
15-10-5, touchdown Ravens. They're dancing in the aisles. Oh, what a scene we have at M&T.
Family on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome into this week's edition of Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Garrett Downing. After a nail-biting 30-28 win over the Philadelphia Eagles, the Ravens now head into the bye at 5-1. This is the third time in franchise history that they've started the season with that record. The other two times, 2000 and 2012, and you know what happened there. The Ravens won the Super Bowl in both of those seasons. So this is a good place to be. But now it's time for the Ravens to rest and to reevaluate at the bye week. And to start today's show, let's go back and look at Sunday's win against the Eagles. It was another game where the offense looked a bit unsettled at times, but they still put up points. And the defense dominated for much of the day. Calais Campbell led the way with 3 sacks, which earned him AFC Defensive Player of the Week honors. Now, it was a frantic finish. The Eagles put up 14 points in the final 4 minutes, but the Ravens stopped a 2-point conversion to secure the win and save the day. We had Matthew Judon and Marquise Brown mic'd up for that matchup in Philly, and they take us inside the action on Ravens Wired.
Short trip with a long streak on the line. The Ravens look to pick up their 9th straight road win today in Philadelphia.
I'm mic'd up.
I'm mic'd up, y'all boys.
I'm mic'd up. Y'all leader.
It's a great day today.
Who from Grand Valley? Hey, now anchor up.
This is a great place to play a game.
Yeah.
Best in the league today. Best in the league today. Come on.
On a crisp, sunny day in Philadelphia.
We're into the territory. We're into the territory.
We are underway. Wentz wants to throw on first down. Pocket collapsing, and Wentz is going to be sacked back at the 18-yard line. And right out of the gate, Wink Martindale brings the heat.
So you're going to make all the plays. You're going to make all the plays.
Let's get it, y'all boys.
Miles Boykin on the reception, and the Ravens move the chain.
Oh, get off me.
Jackson throws quickly, complete, inside the 30, down to the 25, and to the 20-yard line. It's Devin Duvernay. Give us to Ingram, running right up the middle, and Ingram down to the 10-yard line. Jackson pirouettes to the right. He's bottled up, now he slings it. Complete, he's got his tight end, he's got a touchdown! Nick Boyle in the end zone. And the Ravens strike first.
Whoa! What a play! What a play! Great job. Yeah!
Buddy.
8:02 to play in the opening quarter. It's the Ravens 7, the Eagles nothing. Martindale's defense has been all over Carson Wentz.
Hey, stay square. Don't give him no running lane.
Wentz keeps it on the read option. He'll get out to the 35-yard line. Fumbles the ball. Loose ball. The Ravens have recovered it. It's Jimmy Smith coming up with a loose ball. The fumble was forced by Deshaun Elliott.
Hey, we'll see y'all next drive.
Final minute of the opening quarter. Give us to Edwards. Straight up the middle. He's to the 5. He's in for a touchdown. Gus the bus.
Way to get us there. Way to get it in. Great job. There it is. Right there. Nice job. There it is. Right there.
1:03 left in the half. The Eagles are looking at a 4th and 1. Quarterback keeper pushes forward. I don't know that he got it. The Ravens stack him up right at the line. They stretch the change forward, and the Eagles are short.
We live! We live! We all live!
Jackson play action, deep drop, steps up, firing near sideline. It is caught. Hollywood Brown at the 44-yard line of the Eagles. And that is good for a Ravens first down.
I might go video game mode today. Yeah.
3rd down and 3. Jackson will keep it on the read out. Big hole up the middle. 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Ravens! Lamar Jackson right up the middle.
Let's go, Al! Let's go!
Yes, sir.
It was like Moses parting the Red Sea right up the middle.
Oh my God, he on edge games mode.
Carson Wentz off the play fake under pressure, hit, and he is sacked back at the 20-yard line. Calais Campbell has just been unstoppable today.
Defense. Taking it hard.
Hey, you're gonna make all the plays. They scared of me. They scared of me.
3 quarters down at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Ravens in front 24-6.
One play at a time.
2nd and goal. Wentz wants to throw. Escapes the sack, fires to the end zone, touchdown. And just like that, we've got a new gain.
Let's go. Stay positive. Keep energy.
3rd down. Lamar Jackson wants to throw. He stands in the pocket and throws a completion to Hollywood Brown.
Talk to me. That was huge.
From 46 yards, Justin Tucker, it's right down the middle and good.
Keep grinding. Keep grinding. Fight to your standard.
All-out blitz. Wentz under pressure, lobs for the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown by Travis Fulgham. You have got to be kidding me. 2 minutes left to play in Philadelphia. The Ravens lead 30-22. Wentz will keep it on the quarterback keeper, pushes the pile forward. Touchdown Philadelphia. Unbelievable. And now the Eagles just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up with 1:55 left to play. Wentz sets in the gun. Wentz will keep it on the read option, and the Ravens stop him at the 3-yard line. The defense comes up big.
Oh! No sir. No sir.
L.J. Ford and Matt Judon blow up the read option. They go to 5-1. The last 2 times they were 5-1, they became Super Bowl champions in that season.
As head coach John Harbaugh has said many times over the years, it wasn't perfect, it wasn't pretty, but it was us. And it's another mark in the win column for the Ravens. And come December, that's all that's going to matter. Still to come on a Ravens Report, we sit down with one of the longest tenured Ravens, cornerback Jimmy Smith. Stay with us. Welcome back to Ravens Report presented by MedStar Health. I'm Garrett Downing. Jimmy Smith is one of 5 remaining players from the last time the Ravens started 5-1. That was 2012 when the Ravens went on to win Super Bowl 47. And as one of the veteran leaders of this team, he has the experience to give us some perspective about where the Ravens stand at the bye. Smith has played an important role this year. He's played several positions and matched up against some of the best tight ends in the NFL. Evan Washburn sat down with Jimmy earlier this week to talk about his role, this exciting Ravens defense, and the importance of the bye week.
Well, Jimmy Smith, good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by here on Ravens Report. We're at the bye week, but like everything in 2020, it's a different kind of bye week. How would you best describe how you're going to approach the time off, at least from football?
Probably will just end up, spending some time with the kids. But because of the dynamic of how this is unfolding, we have to be here. We have to test first thing in the morning. So you'll probably end up, watching a little bit of film, but just really relaxing around the house.
Do you still think you'll be able to achieve what a bye week physically can do, but probably equally as important at times mentally?
Yeah, actually, we're probably better off being forced to sit at home and relax and just kick our feet up and take our mind off of football for a little bit. But if we get this type of rest, you need it. Your body is all beat up.
Let's look back, though, to that Eagles game. You get the win. The defense looks dominant for large portions of it, getting after Carson Wentz and company. And then down at the stretch there, it's close to being a tie game. How did you walk away from that game feeling defensively?
It seemed like all of a sudden we just lost control, but it was several plays that kind of opened it up, penalties and just giving them a chance to hang around. We could have easily put that game away early in the fourth quarter, but we didn't. We let them hang around, and our focus has to be more narrowed in on finishing that game.
What does it say about the team, though, Jimmy, that you're at 5-1 and you're not where you want to be? I mean, that's a luxury I would say a lot of teams in this league would love to have.
Absolutely. It just means that we're still a really good football team, and we have a lot more room to grow. We know where we want to get. 10 more games left before that happens until we get to the playoffs. So we know what we're trying to achieve in these next 10 games.
This season, a big storyline for you personally from us on the outside has been just how many different positions you've been able to play and what this defense and Wink have asked of you, and you've been up to the task. What type of challenge has it been, and how exciting and rewarding has it been through about 6 games here?
It's been different. It's definitely been fun. I'm sacking, I'm blitzing, I'm covering curl flats and seam flats and just things that I haven't done in my career. So that part, it's obviously a learning curve. Just little things, seeing the game differently at safety than you would at corner. But it's been fun. I mean, I've got a chance to learn the defense a lot better, having to know a lot more positions. But, anything they ask, I'm willing to do it and check it out and try it, and it's been pretty fun for us.
And we'll wrap it here, Jimmy. The gauntlet that awaits. How do you view what lies ahead for you and the rest of this team?
I feel this is just our healthy challenge. We know the Steelers. We know what the Titans did to us last year. Nobody forgot. So we know what, these next few games are going to really test our team, see how strong we are, see how much better we've gotten. Because, these teams are actually, they're ahead of us right now as far as in the power rankings and all that. So, we're going to be able to either prove some people wrong or prove some people right.
Always got that chip on your shoulder. It's kind of the Raven way. It seems to fit nicely. Despite that 5-1 record, man, it's great to see you. We appreciate the time, and be well over the course of the bye week.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Smith is now in his 10th season. He played 89% of the defensive snaps last Sunday against the Eagles, and along with Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters, this is one of the best cornerback groups in the entire league. Coming up on Ravens Report, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and the Ravens celebrate a crucial catch. Welcome back to Ravens Report, presented by MedStar Health. I'm Garrett Downing. Lindsey Cohen is a diehard Ravens fan, the kind that bleeds purple and loves Old Bay. Back in April, Lindsey was diagnosed with stage 3, triple-negative breast cancer at only 23 years old. With support from her mother, her aunt, the walking fool, and her entire family, Lindsey has made it through chemotherapy and surgery. And after surgery, the first thing that she wanted was the Ravens' Monday Night Football game on the TV. After hearing about her fight, the Ravens had a special surprise for Lindsey before the Bengals game. This is her story.
They took a test and it came back stage 3, triple negative breast cancer. She's 23. She should not have cancer at 23. Oh, Lindsey is a true purple Ravens fan. It's in her blood. I mean, Baltimore's home.
We actually heard about your story. I mean, just this incredible battle that you have been facing lately. And we've heard you got a big, kind of support team around you, but, we want you to know that we're here too. And I actually have a friend of mine that I've brought on today to help to know that we're cheering you on as well.
Hey, Lindsey, Justin Tucker here.
Hi.
Wanted to say thank you for being a fan of ours. We heard your story. We know the battle that you're going through, and we just want to let you know that we're thinking about you. We're praying for you and your family.
It means the world. It really does.
Lindsey was attending college at University of Cincinnati at the Music Conservatory for sound design. She felt a lump, and they took a test, and it came back stage 3, triple negative breast cancer. They immediately started chemo on her. She went through the double mastectomy, 6-hour surgery, and literally when she opened her eyes and could focus, she wanted her Raven scarf on, and she told the nurse, she goes, Ravens now. An hour out of a double mastectomy. The first thing, not water, not food. She wanted to see her guys on TV. That's what she wanted.
It looks like you've got a great support system around you. That's really
Oh my
cool.
gosh, I've got a crazy great support system. My mom dropped everything to come out here and be with me. And then my aunt back in Maryland has been rooting for me, has been getting the message out there in all her crazy style.
I am part of the high-risk group. I can't travel, so I couldn't go to Cincinnati to be with her. It's 511 miles from my front door to her hospital. I am the walking fool for Lindsay's breast cancer battle. I walk Liberty Road. I have signs up and down the road, so I have been walking 5 miles every other day, holding signs, trying to get people to know the importance of self-checks. I dress up in funny costumes because I want people to notice. And if they notice that I'm wearing a funny costume, they can see the message. Testing, self-checks. Do your checks. It saves lives.
You know, it doesn't just affect me, it affects, I think, 3.5 million women a year, so I'm one of many.
Justin Tucker for the winner from 49 yards. And the kick is good! And the Ravens take down the 49ers!
Does it look as far as it really is when you're kicking it from over 50 yards? Because it looks hella far from here.
Sometimes it seems a lot farther than not. Hey, at the end of the day, I've got, just like you do, I've got the best support system that I could possibly wish for, and I know no matter what happens, like, they've got my backs.
Whenever you're kicking, we're always right there by the TV, fingers crossed. So to know that you're right behind me, fingers crossed too, with all that good energy, it means a lot.
With everyone's support, and she feels everybody's prayers and support, and she feels the Ravens, even though they're out there playing, she knows, hey, they're playing for me. That's what's really given her the strength to go on. Baltimore community.
Although we can't have you here in person this year, we certainly have you represented well in the stands this Sunday.
Yay!
In a slightly different way, but nonetheless, you'll still be there cheering us on, just as we're going to cheer you on in the same way. We also wanted to invite you to next year's Crucial Catch game in October.
Oh my gosh, this is just so exciting. Thank you, guys.
Hopefully we can be a bright spot in your day, because when I heard your story, you certainly became a bright spot in mine, and everybody here at the Ravens organization is absolutely pulling for you and your family, and just getting a chance to talk with you right now is a bright spot in my day, so thank you. We got you, and you got this.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you, guys. It means the world. It really does.
And here's even better news. Lindsay got word last week that after her surgery, she's now 100% cancer-free. We're all cheering for you, Lindsay, and you're an inspiration to all of us. Coming up next on Ravens Report, former Ravens head coach Brian Billick breaks down the game tape from last Sunday.
Brian Billick's Breakdown is powered by Microsoft, the official tablet of the Baltimore Ravens.
Welcome back to Ravens Report from the Under Armour Performance Center. I'm Garrett Downing. The Ravens are now sitting at 5-1 at the bye after beating the Eagles last week. And while the offense looked dynamic at times, there were stretches where they just seemed out of sorts. The Ravens were flagged 12 times on Sunday, the most since week 11 of the 2016 season. And 9 of those penalties were on the offense. Lamar Jackson went 16-27 for 186 passing yards and a touchdown, but he also missed some throws. Former Ravens head coach Brian Billick broke down the tape on the good and the bad from Lamar on Sunday.
Well, it shows you how high the bar has been set by the Ravens when at 5-1, everybody's kind of concerned about, oh, what's going on? Are we going to be okay? Let's remember the last 2 times that the Ravens were 5-1, both led to Super Bowl wins. So things are doing okay from that standpoint. They get a nice bye. It's going to get a little bit tougher. There's a couple things we want to look at, both good and bad, to show you that the Ravens are doing okay, but yeah, they could do a little bit better. Let's look at the first play as an example of where I think they can do a little bit better. You're going to see a play where they work to a bunch formation to the right. They go vertical, and this is a simple dump-off route by Lamar Jackson. And you can see here, he kind of overpowers it. They clear it out. It's a nice, easy throw, but his fundamentals are rushed just a little bit. He throws it a little bit hot. That needs to be a much easier throw, a much catchable throw, and they would have gotten really good yards out of it. This next play is exactly what I'm talking about. He's from the gun. He gives a nice quick play fake. And this is basically the same route. It's an inside four cut, and it's covered a great deal better than the earlier one. He's got three guys all around it, but he comes out of it, brings the ball over the top, puts a bullet right on it, and gets a nice, clean reception by Snead for a nice gain. This next play is a patented Lamar Jackson throw where he has a good, solid play action, comes out of it, and he's got a real clear look at Andrews at the top of the screen. The zones overplay it. The defense flows to the right side. He's got a nice, clean alley. He sees he's got it, but he overpowers it and kind of sidearms it. And you can see that it's just not a good throw, and he's disappointed by it. The fact that he's bending over and going, geez, I'm better than this. But coming off the bye at 5-1, they've got to feel good about themselves. They'll work on some of these inefficiencies, kind of get Lamar calmed down a little bit, get those fundamentals calmed down so they can take on this next 4-game stretch.
The Ravens are averaging 29.8 points per game, which is good for 7th best in the NFL. They're also 3rd in the league in rushing, but a big focus during the bye week will be to improve that passing attack. Now, the Ravens will use this bye week to rest, but also to prep for future opponents. And there's that huge divisional matchup against the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers on the horizon. And a big focus will undoubtedly be on that game. A home win against the Steelers would be huge come late in the season. That's it for this week's show, but make sure to check out the second episode of the Black in the NFL podcast, which dropped on Tuesday. Clifton Brown talks with Matthew Judon, Calais Campbell, Ben Watson, and Steve Weish. You can find it wherever you get your podcast. That's it for us. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week on Ravens Report.